Sorry about that, Aquarius. The phone cut off there. What I was saying is that this is why the shadow work and the personal work is important, because even if you end up finally getting something that you had perceived you wanted, or like you thought was the answer, unless it's that internal work that you do, once you get that thing within your possession, you're going to be like, oh, I don't feel any different, or oh, that wasn't the answer. Maybe it's something else, but it's like the whole time that something else is just the work you needed to do for yourself. And it wasn't like you keep perceiving, as you are seeing yourself and those outside of you as object, you're like, maybe it's that thing that I need, or maybe this, and you perceive it's going to be something externally that is going to like fulfill you or fill in that space for you. Meanwhile, the whole time, like, you already had it. It was just a fact of like remembering and recognizing that it's all within you, and changing your perspective in that way through your spiritual development. So, like, that's the gag. It was you all along that had all of the answers all along. And the answer was you. But yeah, until you come to recognize that, you're going to think it's everything else except for you. So now you can have your new beginning and seize that. But I'm seeing this be all up to you. And that's also the thing too. On our paths, there is no right way, there's no wrong way. It's just about choices that you make. And that's it. The only value that things have are the values that we assign to them ourselves. And I'm seeing something that opens up into a new beginning for you. However, if you choose to go the other way, then you choose to go the other way, and you don't have that new beginning, or you don't have that new opening. And that's all on you, and that's all okay. It's like, until you get to that point where you want that, you're just not going to be in that space. Until you are ready for things, you're not going to be like seizing those opportunities. And then when you are ready for it, you do. And there's no rush. It's all going to happen when you are ready for it. Always. And if you're not ready for it, then you're not in that space yet. And that's really the thing. I'm looking at Aquarius and Cancer in this spread. Let's see if there's anything else. I'm seeing something be very, very tempting. It's one of those moments where, like, you know that you shouldn't do something. Like, meaning, more specifically, you know something is not in alignment for you, but it's very tempting to take the opportunity. And this looks like we're healing something when it comes to, like, your moon energy, when it comes to your astral energy is also what I'm hearing. It's like making the decision to participate in something from like a wounded emotional space, or to heal something and have that energy be cleared out so you can move forward. But it may be something that's definitely difficult to be doing. Because this can be something like some type of emotional pattern that you feel very comfortable with, and even though you know it keeps, I'm hearing draining the circle, even though you know it keeps bringing you around in this same cycle over and over again, circling the drain, even though you know it keeps spinning you around over and over again, and you're like, this is really stressful, or like, I don't enjoy living at this frequency anymore. It's something that, like, it's such a pattern that you would have to consciously and deliberately break out of it in order to not have to deal with it anymore. But you have to make that choice. And if you don't make the choice, like, it is what it is, and you're going to keep doing it. And if you do make the choice to get out of it, then you get out of it. But yeah, this is not the time to be, like, judging yourself. It's just about what you do and what you don't do. There's not really a good or a bad or anything like that. That's just a binary that society teaches us to place on things. But I am seeing something that you're working on. Because I think even, like, on the emotional front, it seems like there's been so much emotional stress that you may even be at a tipping point and be like, I don't want to deal with this anymore. I don't want to have to. But it means, like, having to do the work to move through something, which you are absolutely capable of. 100%. But this is bringing to life the Pluto energy within your chart, and it doesn't feel comfortable. Doing personal work and, like, true self-care, it's not just, like, laying out at the spa all day. It's, like, painful stuff that doesn't feel comfortable. However, the outcome is absolutely worth it. This is, like, years of karma that is rebalancing out now, especially on the emotional front. I'm even seeing, like, for some of you, in resolving this stuff and addressing it, the emotional stuff, there may be things that you're dealing with right now that are related to, like, blockages in the heart chakra and the throat and the third eye and the crown. Like, you may be dealing with some mental health stuff that when you work through this, you're not going to be dealing with that anymore. But it's like a byproduct of stuff that needs to be worked through right now, actually. Interesting. And it's something that you would end up mastering in relation to your emotional experience, and you would probably also receive gifts too, like emotional gifts, stuff that comes from the water and the moon energy, like intuitive abilities, psychic abilities, things like that, or those things would become more clear to you, like clairaudience, clairvoyance, stuff like that. Alright, my friends, we're going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.